All right, I got another big one right here. It's very, very tall. These trees are old growth, very heavy. The power line is right there. See the pole right there? That's the power line that they just took down for me to throw that one down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this tree and I'm gonna throw it right in there. Just right in that hole right there, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all a little quick tutorial on bore sawing. So basically I'm gonna make my face cut here. I'll get more in depth on it here before, much more longer on it, but I'm gonna make my face cut. I'm gonna cut in about 1/3 on the tree, and I cut a big open face, double V in it. That's what I do, because I want that hinge to stay attached as long as it'll stay. So y'all hang tight. All right, so I'm gonna be out of breath on this once I get going. Y'all just watch. I cut the V in it right here, and I'm gonna come in behind the V and I'm gonna make my hinge, and then I'll cut out of it. I'm gonna move the camera around a little bit too. Right, here we go. Alright, so I got my V made. I do a bottom V on it because I don't do it flat. That way you got more distance from here to here to close before it tears that hinge. If you put it flat, it's going to tear that hinge when it gets right there. But like right here, the tree's going to be nearly flat when the hinge tears. So now I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut it on the back, and I'm going to come up to make my hinge right there. Alright, it's ready to fall now. That wedge ain't nothing but insurance is all it is. And you don't have to guide or anything. The hinge is going to work. All I gotta do is nudge it. I'm gonna back way up where y'all can see it here. Got y'all in a bush. All right. Here we go. Then ain't got to worry about it no more either. See, y'all see it right there. See the hinge? I left a lot of meat on it there. And y'all look at the grain on them trees right there. I got 3 of them out of it. I just done cut them up already. So the sun's starting to go on down now. I got 1 more here. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it down before I quit. I'm gonna throw it right down beside the, well, between the power pole. We're gonna throw it right there in that hole right there. So it'll be well to the right of the power pole and transformers and all that stuff like that. This one here is not quite as big, but it's still a nice tree though. I think I'll cut this one with the 550, I believe. I need to go over here and gas it up, and I think I'll cut it with it, so y'all can watch. Let's see, I'll sit y'all over here. Y'all can kind of watch from this angle here. Is what I'll do. All right, here we go. Yeah, she's done. So I was going to put a drone video up for today, but kind of run out of time tonight. Y'all still going to get one more video from this particular job right here. That was just kind of a real quick show of bore sawing. I want to sit down where I can really dig into it and detail the hows and whys and all that stuff, and even draw it out on a board where I can show exactly what I want to do. And I also want to talk about the cut, the open face cut, and I'm going to display that with some 2x4s and show what I mean by the tree tearing hinge, because that's the name of the game with the bore sawing, is keeping the hinge holding till the tree's almost about to hit the ground. And it's a really cool technique. It's a little bit more work to cut a tree like that, but it's so much safer. I mean, because you've made your hinge before you start cutting out of the tree. And there's been so many times where I've been swing cutting into the tree, and the tree sit down either on the left or the right, grab my saw, the bar, you know. And for anybody that runs a saw, you ain't gonna leave that saw. You ain't gonna leave that saw. You're gonna hold on to that saw till that tree smashes it in the ground. Because I mean, you know, it's $1,000 there that you're fixing to lose probably. But the saws, I get a lot of questions about the saws, the 550 and the 572. Now 572, I've been running it since December 2018. And the 550, I've been running it since March of this year. I like to cut down on the bigger stuff with the 572 because, of course, it does have more power. But the saw weighs so much more. I mean, my goodness. Once that tree hits the ground, I'm going to pick that 550 up every time. For $500 on a 550, you can't beat it. You can't. That thing has got so much power. It is insane. And you can still cut big timber with it. Some people, had some guy here recently said a 20-inch bar for the 550 would be it's too much for it. No, it's not. That thing will run a 20-inch bar, full chisel chain, no problem. Both of those saws right there, the 572 is running a 3/8 chain, full chisel, non-skip, and it's a 24-inch bar on that saw. The 550 running a 20-inch bar with a 325 chain. That's an X-cut chain, SP33G, kind of a semi-chisel, not a full chisel, but it'll still run a full chisel fine. And so I did some filming today. Loaded a load of those logs right there that y'all just seen. I loaded a load of them on a log trailer with my Mini. The biggest log weighed 3,800 pounds. I picked it up, swung it over the bolsters, cleared the bolsters on the truck. Had another one that weighed 3,500 pounds. And then, so I filmed that today with the DJI Osmo Action Cam. Very happy with that camera. It does a very good job. I got a new drone in Monday. I got the DJI Mavic Pro 2 Zoom. That's what I got this time. So I burned 2 batteries through it today. Y'all be seeing some footage from it coming up since I filmed some, but I've got some old drone footage that I want to get out first. So appreciate all y'all watching, and y'all remember the Husqvarna Chainsaw Expert Contest. It was narrowed down to 5, and then those 5 were kind of voted on, and then it's the final pick on that is coming up on the 4th of July, I believe it is. So be ready on that if you entered into that contest. And so I'll talk more about that later. I'm pretty tired right now and ready to go to bed. So we'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.